Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to my channel for another live quick chat. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get right on into it. Okay, the first person I want to talk about today is Cardi B and the WWE. So for some reason, they're name dropping Cardi B's name because I guess they're trying to figure out other celebrities that they want to work with. And they brought up Venus and Serena's name. They would love to see them come and be a part of WWE in some fashion. And then they also brought up Cardi's name. I just don't see that happening at all. That's just me. Like, I don't really see Cardi in that world. But who knows? Cardi is always surprising people. She's always getting like the wow factor. So I wouldn't be surprised if she did hop on over to WWE, do a little something to, go ahead and expand her audience. I don't really see her wrestling. I can't see Cardi B put somebody in a chokehold and doing all of that. I don't see that at all. Maybe she could be one of those ladies that walk around the ring with some numbers. You know how they hold the numbers for the different rounds or something. Maybe she could pass out something. Maybe she could host it. So maybe they can work with Cardi in some facet as far as the WWE is concerned. I just don't see her wrestling on Raw. I don't see that at all. But we'll just see because, like I said, Cardi likes to surprise people. Okay. And then y'all know WWE is like a family friendly type of show and stuff. Everybody likes that world. They want to watch it with their kids. And people have been complaining so much about WAP. They probably would complain if they say they was going to book Cardi to have her go over there to be on the show, even if it's for a quick segment, a quick 5 minutes, just to host something. So, they'll probably feel a way about that. But it seems like it's TBD. Nothing is final yet, but it was just a conversation that the chief brand officer was having with someone saying that, they would be interested in having Cardi come and be a part of the show in some facet. So we'll just see how that flows. But let's go ahead and move on to some other news, okay? I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with this show called Ginny in Georgia. It comes on Netflix. It's a really good show. It's been in season one. It's in its first season, and they're saying that 52 million subscribers watched. I was definitely a part of that 52 million. I was. It's a really good show. It's about this mom and her daughter. Her mom has a lot of back history that the daughter doesn't know, and she's starting to learn about. And they had to move away for whatever reason. And we're going to see how. I believe the daughter name is Jenny, and the mom's name is Georgia. So I believe Jenny is the one that has to go through these different type of life changes as a teen, and then seeing that everybody is really looking up to her mom and liking her mom. Her mama is like a real hustler. So it's just the overall a really, really, really good show. Y'all should get into it because they just got renewed for season 2. Okay, so if you guys have not checked out Ginny in Georgia, I may have done a poor job of explaining it to you guys, but go ahead and watch the trailer, watch the first episode, and see if you want to get into it from there. But I really enjoyed it. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, that mother and daughter, she's a mess. She got on my mother nerves. Hear what it is that I say. But overall, it was a really good show, and they'll be back for season 2. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to someone else I want to talk about. Okay, I want to talk about Dani Leigh. Let me put her up here on the screen. I want to talk about her. So y'all know she had been messing with the baby for some time. They had been messing with each other for a very long time, but he was going back and forth between her and the baby mama. Okay, when he went back with her, she decided to release this song talking about some yellow bonus sweaty ones. Yellow bonus sweaty ones. Okay, so obviously, that's not necessarily what he want. I don't know, because he ended up going right on back over there to the baby mama Mimi. Okay, well, speaking of baby mama, people are starting to believe that she could actually be Prego. And let me go ahead and show y'all this clip real quick so y'all can get into it. So y'all can see what it is that everybody else is saying. Let me take her off the screen. See if I can make this one. So in my opinion, like, I believe she could be pregnant because she's typically has been a small young lady. Now she could have some medical issues going on as well, you know, which also causes her to wear a lot of big clothing. But from the past few pictures I've seen of her, they've been big clothing. If she's posting anything on her Instagram where she looks small and slim and stuff, them pictures is old. So IDK, but it does look like she could be with child, and people are believing that is actually the baby's child. I'm trying to find some of these comments so I can read them to y'all of what these people were saying, honey. I don't have a lot. I just have a few. One girl says, the baby really hyped DaniLeigh up with that song, hung her out to dry on Black Twitter, and then left her barefoot and pregnant. Damn, that's back-to-back L's. Oh my goodness. And then someone else says that DaniLeigh really let the baby dry her the out and then get her pregnant. Double homicide. Listen, I'm hoping I believe she is, but I was still hoping she's not. And if she is, I'm really hoping that she's not pregnant by him. But if that's what you want, congratulations and good luck. I don't know what to say about that. That's what you wanted and that's what you got. So that will be interesting if she is pregnant, to see how the dynamic and things are going to go between her and Mimi, because you know Mimi is the mother of his daughter. So that's kind of tough for me. I just wouldn't want to be pregnant by nobody that's disrespectful like that and really leaves her out to dry, like Black Twitter up there dragging her, and he didn't defend her or anything like that. So if that's what she wants, I just, you know, I wish her the best, y'all. Like, that's crazy. I don't want to be pregnant by a girl. That's her story. But she been wearing all these big clothes. I know she went to, I think it was like a meet and greet she had at a shoe store. And she had this dress on and and she had a jacket on with it. But her stomach looked big, and people was already starting to assume that she could have been pregnant at that time. But then now, as we see this photo, and it looks like her top is protruding out even more, it's like, I think she is pregnant, but either way, girl, good luck. You know, I don't know what to tell you on that, but we're gonna go ahead and move on to something else. Let's talk about Facebook real quick. So Facebook is going to introduce a new feature called live audio rooms that would rival apps like Clubhouse. Facebook, which owns Instagram, is some mother thieves. Do you hear what I say? They be stealing from everybody. And it's crazy because Facebook has done and Instagram be stealing all that, but they still ain't that girl. Like Instagram, so Facebook took over Instagram, of course, and Instagram decided to get these reels. And they just not that girl. Like, remember at one point they didn't have stories, so they went and they got stories, but people still be on Snapchat with theirs. You know what I'm saying? They still be on their Snapchat. They still be on that. When it comes to reels, Instagram ain't got SHI nor AT on TikTok for me. Okay, I be on TikTok. TikTok is very entertaining. You get a lot of different things on that app, and I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? But now you got Clubhouse, which is doing really good. And then Facebook comes along and they want to mimic the same style. So I'm like, I guess they're gonna do this on Facebook and not going to put it on actual Instagram. Now it could be a success on Facebook, considering the fact that Facebook already has these groups. So you know how you join these groups, whether it's about health or whatever it's about, people join these groups, and like even Real Housewife groups or your favorite reality show groups, and people are always talking. So it's going to be interesting to see if they allow some type of audio feature to come along with those groups. That's going to be interesting. So it could technically be a success, because these apps' goals are to keep people on their apps as long as they can keep them on their apps. Like, they want you on there as long as possible. So I just want to kind of read what they're saying here. It says, once again, Facebook is taking creative notes from its competitors in an effort to keep their massive audience engaged and entertained. The social media platform will be tapping into the rise of audio content production. According to CNN reports, Facebook will join this wave brought on by existing and emerging platforms such as podcasts, Twitter, and Clubhouse, to name a few. So that's what they're doing, honey. They're trying to keep people on the apps as long as possible. But to some people, Facebook is still the old app. Like, it's still like meaning for old people. Like, it's still for old people. But I still get on there, you know what I'm saying, from time to time. You know what I'm saying? People that I actually know are on my Facebook. I don't really add people that I don't know or whatever. So it may be interesting. We're going to see how that flows out. I really want to see what the layout's going to be, but I don't see people leaving Clubhouse to go over to Facebook. That's just my opinion, y'all. I mean, I don't really know, but we gonna see, honey. Are you even on Clubhouse? Do y'all even go on Clubhouse? I'll admit, when I first got the app, when I first got on sometime early last year, like around the fall, when I say early, before everybody else started finding out about it. When I got on there, it was cool. It was entertaining. It was cool. It was, all that. It was straight. I like how they've grown it to where it's like different niches. Like if you're into certain things, whether it's health, whether it's about stocks and stuff, you're able to kind of tailor your Clubhouse to those particular things. So I definitely like that. But it kind of died down for me after a while. So I mean, I'm not on there as much, but when I do go on there, I know I'm going on there for certain things. Like I want to know about a certain like Clubhouse meeting, and I'll go and I'll listen to that, then I'll hop off. But I'm just not on there as much as I was on there in the beginning. In the beginning, it was hella entertaining because everybody was just opening up rooms and just talking all kind of mess, honey. It was hilarious. It was very funny, but also educational at the same time. I mean, you know how in your local town you may go to different panels, you may go to different events and hear men and women speak and talk about stuff. Now you don't even got to do that. You can just pop on the Clubhouse. You ain't got to waste no gas. You ain't got to waste no money on parking and then like that. You know what I'm saying? And just chill on Clubhouse and listen to whatever it is you want to listen to. So I think that's a cool app, but we'll see how Facebook is going to go with mimicking their entire style, honey. A whole mess. So let's talk about somebody else, y'all. And I talked about him on the last live chat, which happens to be James Charles. So you guys know that he partnered with Morphe at one point, and they had this partnership going where they would put out certain types of makeup and brushes and stuff for him. But now, since he has like 15 I think it's over 15 sexual misconduct allegations out on him. So Morphe said after this, like, we done. So they decided to sever ties with him. They're no longer in partnership based on these sexual allegations dealing with minors. Okay. YouTube has now come out and said, listen, honey, we're going to go ahead and take these coins. Okay. We're going to go ahead and demonetize that channel. I found that to be extremely interesting. I was actually very surprised when I learned the information that YouTube demonetized this channel, because these allegations are not new. This has been out for a very long time. It's been out for a very long time, and y'all just now starting to do something about it. And I wonder what was the straw that broke the camel's back. Like, what was it that made y'all actually crack down? YouTube, is it that y'all saw Morphe decided to not partner with him anymore, and then y'all felt that y'all needed to do something? Because I feel like people have been calling for y'all to do something for like over a year, and y'all ain't do nothing. And I wonder how I think he's still going to be fine financially, even though he's not going to be able to do YouTube. He probably going to have his people go over there to Patreon, and he's going to be able to make money that way. And a lot of people like his makeup work. So I think he's going to continue to be booked, unfortunately. So I don't think it's going to hurt him that much. And then I also wonder, how long will his channel be demonetized? Is it going to be indefinitely? Is he going to be able to come back and get it at any moment? I can see that happening. You know what I'm saying? I definitely can see that happening because of who he is and the color of his skin. I'm just going to be real honest. Because a lot of these YouTubers, black ones, they can get on YouTube and they don't even talk about like sexual stuff. They may talk about just wanting to inform their people of what's going on in the world or any slight thing, and they'll figure out a way to try and demonetize their channel or demonetize a lot of their videos. You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting of what they'll do to black YouTubers like this. But when it comes down to people like him and some of these other white beauty influencers, these males, it takes forever for y'all to do something about it. So that's just very interesting to me. I guess we'll just see how things are going to go for him. If he has any other partnerships, I'm sure those are going to fall out as well. So TBD. TBD, to be determined, honey. And sorry for y'all, and good luck. Hope everything works out for you. But I think he's going to be fine. Unfortunately, I think he ain't going to miss out on nothing. That's just my, he may miss out on some YouTube coins, but I think he's going to still be able to get it on the back end if he ain't getting it on the front. You know what I'm saying? So, good luck, honey. Let's talk about y'all, a good girl, Miss Joseline. Y'all know Joseline's new show. Well, it's new and old, right? It's new to WeTV because season 1 of Joseline's Cabaret is out. I do believe it's come out already because season 2 is on Zeus. And this is my first time ever watching the show. And I watched the first episode last night. I got to watch it again because I was watching on and off, and that show is a whole ass authentic mess. That's what I will say. It's a whole authentic mess. So Joseline did an interview, I believe it was with Madame Nowhere, and the Puerto Rican princess shared that she is nothing like her former friend, which happens to be Mona Scott. Y'all know Mona Scott was a part of getting Joseline to where she needs to be on Love and Hip Hop ATL between Mona Scott and Stevie. Okay. So when they asked her what she's going to do different as an executive producer of her own show, Joseline's Cabaret, Joseline goes on to say that I'm going to always make sure that I produce them the best way that I can produce them. Where I'm so different from Mona or any other producer is that I keep it real with my ladies. I let them know what it is. I don't lie to them. They know what it is from the get-go. I feel like nobody from Love and Hip Hop, or especially not that lady, ever had with her talent. She also noted that Mona doesn't own her show. Joseline goes on to say, I own my show. So you're already a little different when you have a little bit more at stake. So with her being on Zeus, she owns her show, which is good for her because she was able to make the money she needed to make on the Zeus streaming app. And then she was able to move it over to WeTV, which sounds like the same thing Black China did. So I say get your money. But I kind of feel like don't SHINT on Mona Scott, because if it wasn't for Mona Scott, we wouldn't even know who you are. And then you had this big old issue with Mona. You got put off the show, and then they even brought you back onto the show. Even if it was for this long, they still brought you back. So I don't understand the overall issue with Mona. I don't know. I don't know if she wanted her own show and Mona wasn't willing to give it to her or something, even though she produced, I believe Joseline produced and executive produced her birth when she did the whole show about her birth and her baby girl Bonnie Bella. So I feel like Mona probably had your back. If it wasn't for Mona, you probably wouldn't have the success that you do have. So I don't really know where the fallout happens, but she's still not rocking with Mona even after they brought her back to the show for a brief while. So I don't know about Miss Joseline, because I don't know Miss Joseline, girl. She said a lot of stuff about Stevie J that we don't really believe. Okay, trying to ruin this man life and his career, whatever type of career he do have. So I don't know, honey, but I'll be watching Joseline's Cabaret. I don't know if you guys are checking it out, but I'm checking it out. I'm debating about reviewing it or just bringing it up as I watch, as I do my quick chats. Probably just bringing up the show when I'm doing those, just talking about, what all's going on. Because these girls be fighting, honey. They be really throwing down to the ground, getting into it, okay? I'm talking about butt out, breast out, cool out, everything just out, and they just, you know what I'm saying? Rumbling, honey. Y'all need to send them to the WWE. That's who need to go, okay? Because they don't mind. They don't mind fighting at all. They jumped her on season 1 finale when they went out round 2. But they didn't air it. Joseline did beat the 2 girls up. What are you talking about? Are you talking about the Love and Hip Hop, or are you talking about Joseline's Cabaret? When they went round 2. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. The homeless advocate. I'm not sure which one. Because there was a lot of jumping going on the Joseline Cabaret too. That's why I'm like, which one? Then I'm remembering when Joseline had fought at the reunion of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So it was just a whole lot going on. That's why I'm like, which one is you referring to? Because whenever Joseline is involved, fights will be going down for sure. Okay, Joseline Cabaret. Okay, yeah. They jumped her on season 1 finale. Oh, when Joseline got in that fight in the stripper dressing room or something like that, did she get jumped? Because I saw a preview of her ragging and tagging on another girl. That's what I did see. I saw her up there just thumbing with the girl. I was like, oh, Joseline up here fighting her people, honey. That's what I did see. But I'm probably gonna go back and watch season 1 now. I need to watch before I get too far into season 2. I'm gonna spend my time watching season 1. She beat up the 2 girls, then they squared up. Oh no, they didn't. They squared up for the girl. No, they didn't. And she got jumped, but it didn't air. I know it didn't air. I would have been like, pull the plug, okay? All right. If I got full access of that, if I own it, let me go and pull it because I got control of that. Okay, let me pull that piece. Let me just get that piece out, okay? But I still stand by what I said with Real Housewives of Atlanta, okay? They shouldn't be able to pull no information out. Y'all don't own y'all show, Okay, but if I own it, let me get that pizza right there. Thank you so much, honey. Okay, no ma'am, you not gonna sit up. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Okay, and then I only show round two if I whoop their ass in round three, honey. Please hear what I say. We gonna show, okay, since y'all wanna go at it, okay. We gonna show round three when I rage hoes, okay. All right, now we 2-1. So what's up? Embarrassing. But we're gonna go ahead and move on to something else. Let's talk about the Arizona governor. So the Arizona governor, what is this man's name? Doug Ducey. I hope I said that right. Doug Ducey. He bans vaccine passports for the state. So while public health officials are working tirelessly to get Americans vaccinated in hopes of moving forward in ending this global COVID pandemic, Arizona's governor flexed his powers to ban local and regional governments from making vaccine passports. The term has been used for agencies and businesses that require proof of vaccination from the coronavirus from people before they enter a building or business to get services. Arizona Governor Doug Ducey called it an encroachment on the private medical information of Arizona residents. Okay, he signed the executive order on Monday, which also bans state agencies or businesses that contract with the state government from requiring vaccine passports. I don't really fault him on that. I understand that everybody wants people to get the vaccine. They want everybody to, they want the virus to be gone. I completely understand that. But people have a choice. It's not a requirement to go and get the vaccine. If you choose to get it, great. If you choose not to get it, cool. Those are your personal decisions. But I don't think services and things should be restricted from other people if they chose not to get it. You know what I'm saying? So they may have had friends around them that have gotten the vaccine and things didn't look too good for them, and they probably were fearful of getting it. You probably got people that's afraid of needles. It's probably a lot of things, maybe religious reasons as to why some people don't get the vaccination. So I just feel like they should not be restricted. That's just like other people saying, well, if you've been vaccinated, you can't come in here. No, 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 no. Okay, absolutely not. See, you took a drug, you thought you were helping your family, but you weren't. And you went and you put that poison in your arm, and I'm afraid that you're going to poison us. So we're not going to let you into this building. No. Anybody that has proof that they have been vaccinated cannot come here. Absolutely not. And I just disagree with it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like let these people just let them go on by their life. You know what I'm saying? If you chose not to get the vaccine and you croak over, then that's on you. That's a decision that you're okay with, you're comfortable with. If you get the vaccine and you croak over and you're okay with that, that's the decision that you chose to do. So I mean, I don't feel like people should be restricted from certain services or businesses or anything, because also when we didn't even have the option to even get vaccinated, mothers were still coming in and out of buildings then. So why all of a sudden y'all done got this vaccine and y'all trying to restrict what the people can do and where they can go and how they can move? What? That makes no sense. We was in a whole damn pandemic. You had whole states not closing up because they was okay with the fact that the virus was out here. People are going to have to learn to live with it. They're going to have to learn to navigate and live with it. But now that y'all have these vaccines, y'all want to try and back people into a corner and try and make them take it? Yeah, no, I kind of feel that like how women feel about men making decisions about what happens with their bodies. It's the same situation to me. So sorry for y'all. Okay, if you got 50 people over here that ain't take the vaccine and you got 2 over here that did, congratulations. What else is going on? What time y'all open? Okay, y'all gonna be here all day? All right, then cool. Well, let me get 2 packs of this. Like, ain't nobody, and when you really think about money, ain't nobody thinking about that shit. I hate to say it. Because if people really cared that much, they would have shut down the entire country like they needed to prevent this from going any further. They would have took the measures of damn China when China was up here nailing people in their damn house, okay? Saying you cannot come out, patrolling the streets, putting your ass in my chokeholds if you don't get back to where it is that you need to go. Do you hear what I say? So, I mean, it is what it is. Like, these people do what they're going to do out here in the streets. It's unfortunate, but that's where we're at right now. Did I exit out of that? I did not mean to exit out of that. And that is my last topic, actually, but it's okay because it's a free talk. Derek Chauvin, and I don't care if I said his last name right, but his mother has been found guilty guilty, guilty. Hear what it is that I say, okay? So y'all know they have been doing the trial for George Floyd for, I feel like it's been a few weeks now, okay? And they finally have reached a verdict. I believe they were deliberating for like 10 hours. And I'm like, you mean 10 minutes? What you talking about 10 hours? 10 hours for what? What you need? Okay, after y'all done sat your ass up there for that long in trial, and y'all need how many more minutes? How many more hours to make a decision? You mean 10 minutes? Because I know you didn't mean 10 hours, girl. But anywho, yeah, so the jury has found Derek Chauvin guilty of murdering George Floyd. Sentencing will take place at a later date, okay? They also have revoked his bail, so you will not be getting a bail, buddy. They're, yeah, you're going to be sitting there until they sentence you, and then you're going to be going forward to the next thing, which is prison, okay? So former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin has been convicted on all charges in the death of George Floyd. Chauvin faces up to 40 years in prison for second-degree murder, up to 25 years for third-degree murder, and up to 10 years for second-degree manslaughter. Hear what I say. And I am shocked. So when I first saw it, I was watching my good girl Contrary Canary's video on Real Housewives and Portia and stuff. So I'm watching her video, and I happened to pop on Facebook, I don't know, I think it was, or something I popped on, maybe it was Twitter, I don't know. I popped on something, and boom, all I saw was like the Washington Post, like boom, he's been found guilty. I was like, are you serious? So, you know, I had to look at some other sources, but I was completely shocked. Like, I couldn't cry in the moment until I kind of saw his, when they kind of put the camera on some of the outside that were emotional. So I kind of got like a little emotional when I saw them. But my immediate reaction was just complete shock. Like, I couldn't believe it, because every time we go to get justice for these people that have been murdered by the police, it never pans out how we think that it should. To find this man guilty on all three charges, I am just blown away. And it's a good thing, because it's a step in the right direction. Now, there are going to be your naysayers that's going to be talking all that mess. Yeah, but we still got a long way to go. But we still got to be fuck all that, okay? We finna appreciate the moment that we in right now, okay? You're not going to give me anxiety about the past and the future, okay? Right now, in this particular moment, we happy as fuck, okay? May not have gotten them all, but we got this motherfucker. And I guarantee y'all, Miss Thane that just murdered that little boy, that 21-year-old that was in his car, and she pulled him over for I guess an expired tag, and she was doing the training. Can't even think of her name, but I believe she was also a Minneapolis police, or at least in Minnesota or whatever. She was one of the police officers near that same town. Baby, I said, I know her stomach dropped to her ass. I'm sure her stomach dropped to her ass, because she's probably thinking, oh my God, I am probably going to be going to prison too. Yes, you are. Absolutely. Okay. Yes, ma'am. It's too many police officers that's been up here discrediting your story about, oh my God, I didn't know I shot him. I thought I tased him, or whatever it was. They've been up here discrediting your thing all throughout TikTok, honey, talking about how the taser and the guns look completely different for a reason. How your dominant hand has, I believe, your gun, and then the other hand has your taser and all this other stuff. And girl, you've been a police officer for many, 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 many years. Okay, and then you want to try to come at us with this excuse, ma'am, Miss Ma'am. Yeah, I want you to go ahead and be prepared to go down, because it's going down on God. And I was just really happy about that. I did see something, and I hate that I exited out of it, but it talked about how, I believe it was like 900. Was it 900? Let me see. Did I catch it? Yes. 984 people have been shot and killed by police in the past year, according to Washington Post. And the Chauvin verdict against former agent Chauvin for killing George Floyd is an extremely rare event and landmark in history. Do you hear what I say? 984 people? That's a lot. And ain't nobody being served nothing for this. Ain't nobody getting prison time or nothing for this. Are you serious? I feel like all the cases we've had prior to needs to be retried. Y'all need to retry them. Okay. Damn double jeopardy, ma'am. Damn that. Okay. Y'all need to go ahead and retry these people and break down these stories. And yeah, go ahead and knock that aside. That's just how I feel about that. Those are my thoughts. So I'm very happy with the verdict. I'm so glad that his family got justice, got the justice that they need and that they deserve. And I don't want him to get no bullshit ass 12 or 10 years and be out in 3. None of that. I was glad to hear that he's going to be facing up to 40 to 25, and then whatever the other number was, 40, 25, and 10. So it's going to be a good amount up in there, sir, that you're going to be serving. And I'm very happy about that. So I'm just glad. I'm just glad. I know his daughter and his daughter's mom is just like bawling their eyes out. His mom just bawling their eyes out. This is good because it helps a fight against qualified immunity. Facts. And it proves that the shit that we've been saying, we ain't been wrong in what we're saying. This is what's happening. This is what we're experiencing. And this is a case where you really could not deny what was happening because you have footage. So any other time that you've tried to ignore it, this is a time where you can't. You know what I'm saying? I also feel like all of the protesting that everybody has been doing out here, calling for justice in all different facets, I feel like that kind of helped out with this case because the heat has definitely been on America for sure. And then now we done got that fool out of office, honey. Praise God. Ain't no telling what would have happened had he still been in office and this trial was happening. My parents cried and said, finally, a family got justice for their son's murder. Do you hear what I say? That's exactly what I was thinking. Looking at these 980 some people and only one family came out to get justice. Like, baby, yeah, we definitely have a long road ahead of us. Okay, this is definitely just the beginning. But who the fuck says we can't be happy in this moment? Okay, justice and peace, absolutely. Bubble guts and all, absolutely. Okay, she's sitting up there with straight bubble guts, honey. Okay, I know she is sick. I wonder what's happening with Chauvin's wife. Is she still with him? Did she leave? Where is she going? Because if you ain't tap out before, honey, you may want to go ahead and skedoodle now. Go ahead and get out of Dodge. And I hope the man that ran up on that black boy at his house and assaulted him when the boy was walking down the street, I hope his wife's sick too. And I hope the people still outside their house come outside. We're not going to hurt you. Hear what I say, okay? And I know they don't like that energy because that energy made me think about, when you watch the back in the day, the slave movies, and even once people were no longer slaves, it still felt like they were enslaved. And honestly, it makes me think of Rosewood, and I haven't seen the movie in such a long time, but it makes me think about how the white mobs would come to people's house. Come to black people's houses and standing outside their house and asking for them to hand over their son or hand over their husband or hand over whoever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I hate to say it, but I don't. Now y'all, with the lady, especially the lady that was in the background, like, yeah, where do you live? Where do you stay? Where do you stay? Maybe we could walk you. No, you don't need to know anything. No, you don't need to know anything. Yeah. I know she felt that energy sitting in that fucking house, not knowing what to do to herself. Probably when she walking out, she's not gonna know whether to look right, left, or anywhere. She probably just gonna be calling for Uber Eats, Instacart, and everything else. She's gonna be trying to see if she can get a gas company and go load her damn gas because she gonna be that scared to leave her damn house. Let me go back down and see what you guys are saying here. His wife divorced him after they also got in trouble for taxes, not filing and reporting money. I think I do remember that. Was this last summer? I think I do remember rumors about her divorcing him over that. Embarrassing. She needs to change her last name and cut ties with him altogether. Girl, she need to change her whole name. She may want to get a facelift while she ate it. Yikes. Embarrassing. Daughter mother up on TV looking like new money. You talking about George's daughter and mother? My parents cried and said, oh yeah, I read that part. Okay. Yeah, okay, so it was last summer. Okay. Yeah, a whole mess. But it's been a good day. Y'all know today's 420. I do not smoke. You know what I'm saying? I may give me a hookah every now and then, but I am pretty sure people are definitely going to be blazing up. I can see the club flyers now. Okay, talking about justice. Okay, come drink up with us, 25% off or something for justice. I can see them, because that's what clubs like do. They always try to take a spin on what's going on in the media, so I can see them trying to give out some type of discounts. Okay, come and kick it with us. All right, for Fat Tuesday 420, okay, and smoke up and drink in peace or something. I can see them. So y'all be looking out for them club flyers that's gonna hit y'all. They gonna be changing them up and stuff so that y'all can go ahead and party with them and celebrate how y'all need to celebrate. Okay. You will be successful and blessed. Please make your business to always follow your dreams. Having said that, I'll get right to it. I'm wanting to grow my fans on here. Subscribe. We appreciate the message. Um, and I am at this very moment happy. 420, y'all. Method Man and Red Man on versus tonight. Harmony and Peace 420. Okay, these people from the turn up in the city for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna release y'all and let y'all go ahead and go and get started early on y'all smoking and y'all kicking back and y'all rejoicing and celebrating. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining me for this live quick chat. Be sure to like the video as you exit. I definitely appreciate you. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Jamie That's Me, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.